Hello everybody, welcome to Redneck Ways. How you all doing today? Hope everybody's said fine. Today, we're going to kind of look at an old radio. It's a special radio because it was actually my first tube radio that I got. And I remember the day it came in and I was so excited because I really wanted a tube radio. But yeah. I hope everybody's doing good. Today's Monday. It's about 6:30. If my speech kind of sounds kind of funny, I've had a lot of dental work done, so please excuse that. Swelling and stuff like that. On a lot of words, it's really hard to say right now. So. But I've been working on LEDs, just tinkering around, easy little circuit, and I thought I'd put it on my little ET here. It looks better from the top. I can't get it bright at all. I think it's just the power source. I'm not for sure. And I got some resistors in, not resistors, capacitors, guys. I might turn this overhead light on. They came in the mail today, or actually a couple of days ago. I've been pretty busy last couple of days. I actually took the boat out yesterday. I made a video on it, guys. If anybody's interested, you can go and look at it. It was a really enjoyable day. Me and my son, that was some good quality time we got to spend, and we had a blast. So, but guys, I've been ordering capacitors and stuff from it's called Just Radios. It's out of Canada, and this only took a week to get here. And they send that's the bill, but they package it up really well. If anybody's interested, that's what it is. Capacitors and resistors for tube radios. That's the front, and then here's the back. I don't really know what that all is about. Oh, it's just a list of different voltages, I guess. But yeah, it seems like you do have to have, I think, a $25 order. It was either 20 or 25, which kind of stinks, but it truly don't take long to spend $20. I got some Ultraletics from there. And we'll have to order some more. Now, just these few cost me about $36 and doll hairs, and they're not cheap, are they, guys? But yeah, I think I got two. I got enough to do 2 radios on the Ultraletics. So, and also I got came in. Let's see here. Got my terminal strips came in. I got 4 of these. I think it was for $5, and I always forget the company name. Hold on, let me see if I can dig it out of the garbage. Well, no, we're putting this down deep. It's not really nasty garbage, just pop cans, so don't anybody get grossed out and dig in my trash. Yeah, I don't know where it went. It's Toomey. Not for sure, but they got good deals. And I got 4 of these, but what I did, because when you're putting these ultraletics in, you don't need a terminal strip that long, so I cut them in half. Here's the other one. And they cut really good. See? That one, I don't think it's the best one. There's the better one. So you can take a hacksaw and cut them. And actually, all I really need is this side here, but, you know, and also, it comes with these little clear things. And you can cut those too, where you can still set those on top. And they stay snug. See, it just fits right back in there, like that. So yeah, I finally got those in. So I believe I got enough to work on a couple radios now. So that's what we're going to do today. Like I said, this is a very special radio today. It was, like I said, my first tube radio. And guys, I'm so sorry about the air conditioner. I hope it ain't hindering anybody. It's just, I can't be in this little shed without it. So, I am sorry about that. But here it is, guys. Now, oh yeah, I forgot. I got a new light too, and I don't think it's going to work up here. It seems like my favorite light up here just don't put enough light down here. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let's plug it in. I'll show you. It does. I think it does better. But I keep hitting my head on it. That's not good. I hit my head on that other light too. I hit my head on this light all the time. But let's see. If this helps any. I guess it does. I'll just have to be careful not hit my head on it. I know I'm going to about 10,000 times. I need to get a tripod for it, set it over in the corner. But like I was saying, this is a Zenith Universal around the 1940s. And I have showed this in some of my earlier videos when I was just first starting YouTube. And I didn't have no subscribers. So I did show this. But I'm sure a bunch of you guys haven't seen it. And I ordered it on eBay a couple years ago. I got the chassis loose. That's why my knobs are just sitting here. Sit that back there and me push the chassis back up in here. There we go. Put it up where it goes. Now this was a portable radio at one time. This is what they used. They advertised it showing going on trains and stuff like that. And actually, here in a minute, I'll show you the antenna. They fixed it where you can hang it on your train window. Pretty neat. But it has original knobs. I like them little locking bolts. It's got the original knobs on it. And I have the felt. And I have stuck those somewhere, those little felt pieces. They're in a little box somewhere. Hopefully one day I'll run across them because I do not remember where I put them. So let's look at the back. There's the back of it. And here's the antenna. Really neat. It's called a wave magnet. The radio is super clean. But what had happened was the ultraletics went bad in it. And I didn't know anything at the time about ultraletics. And this tube here glue bright white. So it messed up, and it just I think after that one messed up, I think the other one did too. But we'll get the tube checker, and we'll see. Excuse me. See if what's going on. I think it was this one. This one's the one that went bad. See how black it is? So we have a resurrection tube in that old Zenith that I've been working on down there. That oh shoot, I forget the model number. But I want to see if it'll work in this. It should. This is for the speaker. Now somebody had put a new coil for the voice coil on here. It's got unfortunately it does have a Chinese aftermarket voice coil. So it came like that. So I guess that's what happens when they get old. I just wish Zenith still had a bunch of those. I guess they probably do on new old stock somewhere, but I'm sure they're not very cheap. But let's pull this chassis out. We'll kind of look at it. And then I also have other little problem with this. Like I said, this is new. It was a new radio to me. Didn't know anything about it. Is that my felts? Yeah, there's my little felt things. Go on the knobs. That's good. I'll do it back here. Now, guys, this here is asbestos. This sheet, this cloth-looking stuff, that's asbestos. But as long as we don't move it or whatever and disturb it, it should be fine. See, I don't like that right there. Now it's beating up. Let me set this over here and close that up. And we'll just set the box aside. Alright. Now, also, guys, like I said, there is another problem with it. And like I said, I think this is an original plug on it. Not for sure. But when I was trying to figure this out, I was just learning about ultralecs and stuff. And right here where you see these odd looking screws right here, I took this filter cap off. And I was going to change it. So I don't know. I've got to go through there. I got to change those ultraletics in it. And I'm hoping that I put everything back right. Because I went back and soldered all this back again. And I made a good, I took a lot of pictures. And also drew a lot of pictures too. So I believe I do have everything back. Because there's 2 or 3 resistors going in here. It's got a capacitor. It's got an ultraletic. Or not ultraletic, but another cap. I think that's a 0.004 at 600 volts. So I'm going to have to change that. I'm sure it needs it. But the radio worked for a while. This here, this loose wire, that, I guess it went to, because this could be DC also. So, that was already like that when I bought the radio, I think. Because so was these. I don't know. This ain't good, is it? Here's one ultraletic that I want to change, but we'll fix that. I'm not for sure about this. I guess these was already cut. These 3. This one, that one, that one, and that one. They've been, I know I didn't mess with those. So that's the way those were for some reason. And I just took it was for the DC. But I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But yeah, I put this in, but I never tested it after I did. and I'm glad I did. So what we're going to do, guys, first things first, we're going to check these tubes, and then we'll try to change these ultraletics in here, and that's what we're going to do. I hope we get it running. I really do. I would be very happy to get it playing again, but where it was my first radio and I didn't know nothing at the time, I'm a little worried. So let me set you guys up here and I will get tube tester. Find a spot for you. Hold on, guys. Alright, guys. This will actually help us too to see if this tube checker does anything, because I know that's a bad tube. So let's plug it in and see what it does. It's a 17626. No light. So I guess that's what it means. If the light comes on, they're good. And if not, even because remember last time we pecked on it and stuff and it would come on. Kind of does, but you got to peck on it really hard. So we know that one is bad. You can just see the black in it. Like I said, that thing lit up, glowing hot white. Let's check this one. That was good. That I was worried about that. That's a good tube. Yes, I was very worried about that. And that was a 1LB4. So that was good, guys. I was worried about that. I was afraid it got it too. Now if I can get the little turkey back in there. Alright, now we're going to check the 1LH4. And it's good also. Can you guys see that little light coming on? That little light's coming on, guys. So that was good. The next one is going to be the 1LN5. Checks good. This is only American all 5, so got one more tube. And it is the 1LA6. And it checks good also, guys. So we're good. I believe we can use that resurrection tube out of that Zenith that I've been trying to get going forever. The one I'll show you. You all know which one I'm talking about if you follow my channel. That one down there. So I guess this little tube checker is, I think as long as that's accurate, I think that's pretty cool. It works. Let's try that bad tube one more time. Let's try this one more time, guys. Nothing. So that's good. That's good to know that this little tube checker does work. Now, is it as nice as one of them real nice ones? No, it's not. And one day I would love to have a good tube checker analyzer. And when God sees fit for me to have one, I'll have one. I didn't have any of this stuff when I started, so I'm happy to have that. Alright, so next, what we got to do, guys, we got to change these ultraletics. Let me unplug this, put this back where it goes. There, I hit that lot. Got your third case. What's bad about working in a very small area. Alright, and the camera's all crooked. Yeah, it's a little better. So what we're going to need to change here, I don't have to get my micro vision. We need a 40 at 150, a 20 at 150, a 20 at 150. So there was just two caps in that. A 40 at 150 and a 20 at 150. I thought there was 3 or 4 caps. Actually, I think this has ultralates too. 20 at 150 and 20 at 25. Down here on the end. Well, I don't know which one to start with. We'll start with this one because this is the one I started with before. We'll power it up and see what we got. Because this one has the line voltage coming on it. Which I'm pretty sure this probably has a lot of juice going on it too. But I do need to change. I think this capacitor at what is it, 1.004 at 600 volts. I think that's what conked out. We'll just go ahead and take that out and we'll check it over here on the capacitor checker. Which I'll have to pause for a minute, guys, and because I got to heat up the soldering iron. So let me get up and I'll pause this, guys, for 1 minute. And when that heats up, I'll be right back, and we'll get this capacitor here out, and we'll take it over to the capacitor analyzer. Alright, guys, I think it's hot enough here. Find something to clean my suction thing out here. I don't know if that's long enough or not. Maybe. Yeah, we're clear. Alright. This is a very small radio. Like I said, this is my first radio, and I was so thrilled to get this. And I've had many radios since and worked on many of them, and it's just so small. You know, it's really neat. I like how where it also ran on batteries, it don't have a light in it, so they put this little on thing here, so when you turn it on, it pops up, it says on, and you turn it off. Let's see if I can get better here. When you turn it off, it goes down, on, off. I just think that's a neat little thing. Now the dial, it does have a few little cracks, but the little pointer, it's in good shape, and I love the Z in it, the little lightning bolt. I don't know, yeah, you can see it. But yeah, it's an adorable little radio. And like I said, guys, I hope I didn't destroy it. Back here says something about the wave magnet, triple high frequency switch. So you got 1, 2, and 3. So I guess you can boost that thing up somehow. Which I didn't go over the antenna very well, but I will before the video's over because this is neat too. But as far as the chassis and stuff, I mean, this thing is in beautiful condition. It's set in a nice dry climate. Almost all its life, it would have to not have. It has no rust at all. I need something soft to put that. Probably I'm gonna break it. Pointer. Let me see. There we go. Alright. We're going to get this cap down here. I don't know what I'm doing. Turn this thing all around. Alright. Let's get this cap out. I had them out, all this out before. That's what kind of worries me. I hope I put it all back together, which I was very careful to, because I am not good about tracing wires. If there's a wire not right, one, schematics give me a headache. I have used them and they've helped me, but they give me a headache to try to trace a wire. That's no fun at all for me. And this is my hobby, and I like, I want it to be fun. So yeah, I don't like trying to chase wires. So I hope I did put all this back. I believe I have still the old pictures on my old phone if I need to go back. Well, one thing, I soldered it on good. I don't need that resistor out. I need that. Need this wire out of the way. I need that resistor to stay right where it is because I don't want to have a bunch of stuff. I gotta remember. Man, I must have really soldered this capacitor. Let it set on for a minute. She is not wanting to come clean or come off. Clean my kit. Maybe that'll help. I have to add some new solder to it. There we go. I think we're in business now. Maybe. Need a piece of paper. Mud. Write this down so I don't forget. And then here. Positives here. Alright. Can't believe this will give me as much problems, guys. Let me go ahead and get this out, guys, off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, this is going to be tricky. The can is going to be negative on this capacitor. So, this one here and this one here, but I don't know which one is the 20. I don't know. I just want to put two big ones, two of the same in here. And I remember this here had a big capacitor, which I may leave at 220 at 250. 220, 250. I think that was right. Because I remember it had, I think I still have it. Yeah, it was this big capacitor here that was in line on that. And I changed that out. And that was, I don't know, one at 150, so that's big enough. That'll do. So, what I'm going to have to do is these right here, I'm just going to have to ground it all back to this can, because that's the ground. So, I got to keep out my head. And this resistor goes in, so I think I got an ideal. Kinda. And this wire here, it goes in. I can't remember where this wire went. Oh no. I think it went over here. Yeah, it did. So I'll have to hook that to my terminal strip when I hook my capacitors up. Alrighty. Alright guys, let's go over and check this capacitor out. Let's see what it does. Get y'all set up here on this table. Like I say, guys, I don't have high hopes it's working. Just too many times I've messed with it. But who knows? I might get lucky, you know? And these, I've changed a lot of ultraledics, and that's kind of tricky. I mean, I don't think it'd be tricky. I haven't done one like that. It's got like the resistors and the capacitors and everything run into the ultraledics, which, like these here, this type here, you know, it's just your ultraledics. You change those, you go easy peasy. This is a little different. Somebody's car is not running good. Alright, let's get this plugged in. Alright.
authority 9701, respond to Rainy East at 2901 Pigeon Roost, Department 5. 20-year-old female has a history of blood.
But come on, yet. It takes it a minute. Sometimes I gotta flick it. There we go. She's old like I am. Actually, I think it's older than I am. So this one is, what did we say it was? A 1.4 at 600 volts. So let me see here. It sucks going blind, I swear. 1.5. So we'll put it right underneath there. Power factor, we'll leave it at 10. You guys see? Alright. Well, It ain't open. Huh? Yeah. Right here. We'll put it at open. It is definitely open. Let's take it over to the shorted. Always get leery. I don't like he's on my lap when I do that. Let's hang it over there so if it pops, it ain't gonna be in my face. Well, I don't know. It don't say it's shorted. Let's put it on 1.4. When I put it on the actual 1.4, it ain't doing nothing. Man, the scanner's busy tonight. But when I put it down here on the shorted part of it, when I bring it down, we're open. Okay. It ain't doing nothing on stage 2. Okay. I think it's open, guys. I really do. So, we'll put a new one in. It may not be. But we got capacitor to change it, so we'll change it. Alright, guys. So, I have to lay it back over here so I won't forget to put it in, though. What did I do with it? Yeah, we'll have to put that one, new one in for that. Alright guys, let me get everything we need on the table to work, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I think I got everything here that we need to start this show. Let me see here. Let's see, guys. Get y'all. Let me see. We got this one is the 600 volt. The what was that? 4.0. I think it was 0.004 at 600 volts. This one is. Oh, I don't know if this one will work. This one is a. Need my glasses. I'm glad I looked. This one is 223K. So what is that? 0.223. 630 volts. I don't think I'm gonna use that. Let me see what else we got here. We have this one here. It is, yeah, this is a 0.004, but it's only 530 volts. I don't know if this one here will work or not. I think it will. We'll try it. If it, all it would do is pop. If it don't. So we got that. And then we got, we are looking for, 40 at 150 volts. We need actually 2 of those. So I've got, here's a, I don't want to use a 68. Here's a 40. So if I got 2 of these, there's a 40. I think I do. I'm going to have to order more of these. And here's a 40. So I'm just going to put 2 40s in because I'm not for sure which one it is in that. So we got that taken care of. I just hate to use two of my 40s right now, but I really want to get this radio fixed. So all this can be set aside. Them baggies always get my weight. I need to throw them away. So guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this ground and I'm going to go ahead and ground it to the can down there. I'm just going to, that right there is the ground. So we're going to just use that ground. That way we use our terminal strip and hook all that up. I'm debating on changing this. This came out of an old flat screen TV. I'm sure it's good, but I don't know. I'm really concerned about that cap. I thought for sure I ordered these at 600 volts. 530, it may work. Does that say 530 or 630? Focus. $530. Yeah, I thought for sure those were 600 volts. That was 630. Well, I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. Let me get you all set up here. We gotta get that ground on first. Let's get our ground taken care of. Let's see how much we need. That'll be long enough right there. Oh, and I'm out of my good solder. Forgot about that. Well, I gotta use this. I'm almost out of solder, but I gotta use this resin cord. Which it ain't bad, but once you get used to just lead solder, it's hard to go to this, back to this. So I'm just going to put that ground right there on that can, because that's where it needs to go. That way we have a good ground. Got too much wire on that. I hope everybody got through their Monday okay. Everybody home resting with their families or their pets. I miss my pets. That's one thing. When I moved in with my mom and dad, I miss my cat and my dog. I miss my family, but like I said, it was great going on the boat with my son yesterday. And of course, my daughter, she's been living on her own for a long time. I got to see her and my grandson too this weekend. It was awesome. Alright, we got good ground, guys. Got our ground in. This terminal switch may set. I don't know. There ain't much room in here, so let's put this ground. Cut some wire off here. I like it's real long. Yeah, little Phillips. Ow, see what I was talking about, guys? I hit my head on this lamp all the time. Now I'm dodging two of them. Let's put this ground right here in the middle. What? My little Phillips don't work on this? Like this? Yeah, that one works. So that ground goes there. So we're off to that start. There's that. And let's see, the positive or the negative went that way. So let's see here. So this to be the negative. That'll be a negative, which I don't need them wires that long. I don't want to come too short either, because if this don't work, I can use these on another radio. There's a negative. Put that up nice and taut. And that one will go to that wire there. See, they had so much stuff running into this, it makes it almost crazily difficult. So I need to take this and bend. I should have thought of that. I got to bend this over. Get that put in like that. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. There's a wire here. Here it is. This wire here. Which is going to be difficult to get in. You're going to have to make that longer. Daggone it. I have to make this wire longer. Hold on, guys. Let me get some wire. Let's see what kind of wire this is. I don't think this is the type I need. No, it's got all different types of wire in it. This might work. Yeah, this will work. Hate to use speaker wire, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. That wire actually needs re-ran all the way back over here. This it's old wire and it's just crumbling. I noticed that about a lot of Zeniths. The old 40 models, it seems like all the wires is brittle. Let's see if I can get that. Hooked over here so we can get this wire in. Crimp it. Pull this back over. Like that. Where'd my solder go? We'll solder this up. Get it nice and hot. That big old goober over. Oh, come on, don't bend on me like that. Alright. Oh. Now that will go to See, we got our negatives going here, so this one is the positive here. I may have to lengthen a lot of these wires. And that also has a resistor going to it, believe it or not. You see, that one went there. So let's tighten that down. Because I got to pull another wire off that goes in here. I'm going to get this resistor in here too. So that resistor needs to go in. I may have made that ground too long. Let's see here. Oh, the daggone thing came out. Alright guys, it's going to take me a minute. A lot of wires here to hook up. So when I get this hooked up, I'll be right back and I'll explain what I did. Alright guys, I'm back. Now what I've done here, I just everything that went to the ultraletics I hooked in. That's see, this wire here is going over here. So I hooked that in. Now, I believe this wire down in here, these wires and this capacitor leading over, I believe that's the ground. So I just ran those back in the ground here. So I'm a little concerned if I missed some that needed ground. This and this resistor and this line, it goes to our positive. So I know that, but I'm afraid I may have hooked something up here. It should be on. That's on. I'm afraid I put something on positive that should be negative. And I went back to look at my video that I recorded a long time ago, and it's been deleted. And I ran that ground over here on this leg, so I don't know if I should go ahead and take that and put it over here, because I'm almost 99% sure that's the ground coming off this ultraletics. So that's what I've done. But I've got everything. I'm 99% sure that I got everything back where it goes. There was just so much stuff happening over here in this corner. So I'm gonna hook these two wires to the positive, and I may move that ground that I put in right at the beginning when I started doing all this. I may move that ground over here to the actual ground. So, because I'm pretty sure, because these two, just the way it's setting in there. Let me zoom in. See, these two are just, they're sitting down. There's like a indentation here. These two leads, or two legs, are down in there. And then this third one, it's kind of setting up on top. That's why I believe that's the ground. Plus, this actually looks like it comes, this wire here, it looks like it comes over here to right here, and that's a ground. Because the other wire comes here, the one's going into the ultraletics, it comes here, comes into the radio. So it comes through this ultraletic here, comes down here, and then through the radio. So I believe that's the ground. And I do remember, where are you at? Let me zoom back out. This thing don't like to focus. And I do remember where that wire went. this tan one, and it went there. So that's what I'll do, because I just, it's a gut feeling. I'll move this ground that I soldered here. I'll move it here, because I know that's the ground. It's just gonna be hard to get in there, but I should be able to do it. So, all right, guys, I'll get this all buttoned up, and it'll either play or we'll see sparks. I hope we don't see sparks. This is my favorite radio. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys. I did find a tube. So we have a good resurrection tube put in this. And I hope we don't pop it. So there we go. That's in. I'm just a little concerned about these wires. I'm freezing. I'm just a little concerned on how all these wires were all jumbled up. And it's been a long time since I worked on it. And I don't want anything to happen to it. I really don't. But I have everything grounded good. No wires are touching. It's going to be almost impossible to get this down inside there. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm probably going to have to see if it works. If it works, we'll have to take it back apart and run longer wires, or put this on the outside of this because it's so small inside here. But like I said, all these wires here, they were already cut. They're for the DC, which they need snipped so they don't be showing. Snip that one. They're just crumbling. They're just crumbling. That's what's wrong with them. Snip that one. Yeah, whoever owned this before had these already cut when I bought the radio. So I'm just taking that they took the DC part out of it, the battery. I mean, it's pretty simple, but everything is so jumbled up over here on the, especially on this side of this ultralight over here. And I believe, I don't know if you can see this whole entire thing here. Can you see that? I don't think you can. Maybe now you can. All of this, I think, is also a capacitor of some sort. If there's paper inside that, which I've never saw anything like that. It says 63-1120-ET, made in Chicago. I have no idea. But like I said, guys, I've got everything back way I'm almost 99% sure. Which I know that's not 100%, but we'll just have to fire it up and see. A lot of this, I think, has something to do with the DC, so it's not even going to matter anyway. As long as everything's grounded. I've got the two main wires coming off the ultralights, running through the new ultralights, and those are grounded properly. Two resistors, one of them 100% sure in the right place. The other resistor, not so sure. The line capacitor coming in, I'm 100% sure I got that right. But let's put it on the Variac. Bring her up slow. See what it's going to do. Like I said, we may see fireworks, guys. Alright. We'll turn it over on our side here so we can have a look at them them tubes, see if the filament's locked here in a few minutes. She's plugged in. We'll pay attention to our light bulb. Make sure it don't glow. So we're going to run it up about 20. Start out here. Let me see. Let's see if it's on. Okay, it's on. Like I said, we gotta keep an eye on this light bulb. Make sure it don't start glowing. Take it to 20 and let it hold there. Get our voltmeter box down here. We'll try to see what kind of voltages we got. Ooh, okay, we got electric on the chassis, so that is not good. Not good at all. Let me see here. What? Oh, my thing's off. Yeah, we do have voltage on the chassis. Not good at all. So let's see what's going on here. Let's touch this. It's saying, I don't know why is that? Yeah, we got 1.4 volts on the chassis. Not good. Let me see what I've done, guys. Alright, guys, let's try this again. Let's try it one more time, and then I'll have to look up a schematic for it. I didn't get this wire in the right place. Because I don't know. I think I knew which one it was. Because there was one I was iffy about, so let's watch that light. Wait a minute, I gotta plug it in. That was stupid of me for touching it anyway before I checked the voltage. Alright, let's watch the light, make sure it don't come on. Put it back up on 20 volts. Let's check and see what's going on now here. That's what it was. Maybe. Nope, still got it. We still have 1.6 volts. So we've got something hooked to the chassis. Not for sure what it is. not getting any voltage on it now, but I still don't trust it. Let's see, guys. Let me see if I can see if we're getting our voltages in here. It should be right now. Huh. Let's see here. Wait a minute, what in the world? Are we even plugged in? Yeah, we're plugged in. Oh, drop kit. Alright, guys. Don't know what's going on it. Do know it shocked the crap out of me. So I'm going to have to look for the schematic and go that way. So, but thank you for hanging out with me, guys. And I hope you all at least enjoyed watching me tinker around here. Yeah, there's a wire somewhere there. I was worried about that. Because just going blind at no schematic, you know. Which I've got a schematic, I gotta find it. That's the bad thing. It's in a red folder. I know what it's in. So I've got to look at the schematic. And we'll get her fixed. But like I said, thank you guys for watching. And I hope you all have a great Tuesday coming. And all that good stuff, guys. So, I'll see you all again right here on Redneck Ways. Bye, guys. Alright, guys, I'm back. It's the next day. I just got back from work. It's about 5:30 on a Tuesday afternoon. And I was going to go ahead and put this video out, but I thought I would at least put the schematic on here. I worked on it a little bit off camera last night and studied this schematic. Now, I don't know how good y'all is going to be able to see this. Let's see. Magnifying glasses don't work on cameras, do they really? But anyway, this right here, in this area here, is the ultraletics, what we've been working on. So I changed this one. Where's my glasses? I changed this one here. I believe the C14, I think. It was maybe it was these two. There's 4 altogether. So I guess it's combining this side too. I guess it's putting these ultraletics and those ultraletics together on this schematic. So they're in this area here. Now, this thing here that I wasn't for sure about, that's a resistor. This whole thing here. So I say that's the the voltage, whereas they'll have a transformer, kind of like one of those. I always forget the name. Cylinder rectifiers. Let me show you one so you know what I'm talking about. And if I can find one in this junk drawer, I think that resistor's taking place of one of these. That's what my thinking is. So, and that resistor is 100 or 1060 ohms on one side, and then also it's 1000 ohms on the other. So I guess there's two parts of a resistor inside there. Well, actually there's three parts. There's a resistor 10. What's that? See down here? Resistor 910. Okay, yeah, it's at 6.3.11.20. That's what that is. 6.3.11.20. So I guess that's the whole thing. Alright. But anyway, what I'm having problems with is a ground. So I don't know if I had this, because I took, coming off this resistor here, I took it all the way over here, and I thought this post here on this ultraletic was the ground to the can. But I watched the video today on my off time at work, and that was pretty much just grounded right to the chassis, and that's probably why I got a short. Because see, I don't have a transformer or nothing in between me and this thing. So I'm going to have to do a little study, and this one, I don't think it's going to be super hard to figure out, but it's definitely, I've got to figure out how to ground this thing and everything. But yeah, see, this resistor here runs over here. It runs down to this resistor 11 and 12, which is these two. That's 11, and that's resistor 12. And they are, let's see, resistor 11, uh, 6.3. Huh. That ain't really helped me on how many ohms those are. But, so yeah, it runs here. That's C12, that's capacitor number 12, which that should be the 20 microfarads. Let's see, C12 right here, it's a that runs into the 40 microfarads. So we come down, and it's running up here to that, right to this point, and then from that point it's running over here to this capacitor number 3, which is a 0.5 microfarads at 200K, which I don't see one other than, oh, it's this one. No, did it say 400K? 1.5 microfarads at 200K. Yeah, so that's this one, 0.05 at 400K. So that one's in, but see, that's kind of throwing me off, unless this lead is leading back toward it. But I don't think it is. It's on this, it's on the number, let me look at my chart. I wish this would tell you the pin number on the tubes, but it's actually, let me see, it's either this one or this one. So it's nowhere close to this. See what I'm saying? But I guess that's coming, line voltage is coming down, so that's what it is. The line voltage is coming in here, going here. Well, I thought that was running into this capacitor. I don't know. I gotta figure that one out too, because that's not making sense. Because see, it's right here. That's when you plug it in. It's supposed to be going through that. See, 10. That 0.05 at 400 volts coming through. This is your ultralitic here. But back up here, guys. I know I'm jumping all around. Like I said, I'm going to have to take some time to figure this out, because I had all this hooked up, I think, like this, but I didn't have it hooked right to the ground. I ran it into that can, which I think it just put juice back on the chassis. And also, I got looking after I shot that first part of the video. These caps, these ultralitics inside there have really leaked. See how black that is? See, I just very touched that. They leak bad, so they've got to be changed too. But I've got to get this side figured out first. So now, when I took this apart, this capacitor here, which is that capacitor, I think it was a C11. C9. So where's that C9 at? I seen it last night. Where are you? I believe that's the C9. So yeah, see, I had that going to the ground. That's it. That's the 0.004 microfarad capacitor right here. And I had it right too. I had it running into the ground. See, it shows where your positives are on your ultralitics. I had those right, and then I had the negatives ran to this, because I remember I took a ground wire and made a ground, and I grounded it to that can and grounded it to one of these little posts here. I had it grounded right here. This wire. I made that way, and I brought that up here to the terminal, and that's why I was grounding everything on. So I had this one grounded, I had all this grounded. And then these wires here, that's this yellow, one of them's this yellow one here. And then there should be another one here, let me see. And this wire here, it's I think it was a red wire originally. So this one was the yellow one, and I believe this one was the red one. I gotta kind of look at that a little closer too. But I think I had it all hooked up, but I was still getting, my chassis was hot. So I've got to watch some videos and stuff. I'm thinking that was ground, that right here on this leg, on this ultralitics, but it could have been like one of the positive side of ultralitics. I don't know how that runs, so I gotta do some more research, guys. But I hope you enjoy the video. If anything, you all can see, the people that don't do this a lot, it's you can get them fixed. It's just, you gotta do detective work, and sometimes you just can't get them fixed in one day. This one here, I may put it back on the shelf, you know, who knows, and wait a couple days. I'm always going to have his radio, so, and I'm always going to be wondering how to try to get it working again. All the tubes are good. It is 100% possible to get this working again, so I do know that. And there's no big old crunch time on it. I always like making videos that have good endings, but sometimes it just don't happen. And especially when you're just, you know, learning stuff. But yeah, I studied this schematic. I've figured a few things out, like that resistor. I had no idea about that resistor, and that's probably taken a lot of the 115 volts off of everything else. So, but yeah. But yeah, guys, I just want to show you what. I didn't want to leave y'all hanging. I at least want to show you all the schematic on it. And for the guys out there that know what they're doing really, really well in this, you all have a better idea too of what I'm doing. Because that's how she's supposed to be wired up. And what's crazy, it had all these wires running to the ultraletic. That's a lot of wires, and resistors and capacitors. I haven't 100% figured out where this capacitor is on this schematic. I think I did figure it out now. I forgot where I found it at though. Maybe it was this C3. Let me see, C3. It may be. And the bad thing is, my schematic ain't the clearest. It's like that looks like that's a C3, but it's actually a C9. So I don't know. But alright guys. We'll call this part 1 or something. There's I have a couple other radios that I want to get to that I know will have they're a little bit easier. But we'll definitely come back to this one. And I'm definitely, this evening, I'm going to be tinkering on it. So if I make some headway, you guys will sure know about it. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. And I want y'all to have a wonderful, wonderful evening today and a great week coming up. The day's already Tuesday. These 2 days kind of flew by for me. But alright guys, thank you all for watching. And until next time, see you next time right here on Redneck Ways. Bye guys.